Good evening, veterans. Kindly confirm about my audio and video whether you are able to hear or not. There is a column comment. You just give a hint. Anyhow, I'll continue with my today's post. See, everybody knows Major Sarbir Singh has filed a case in Honorable Supreme Court regarding one rank, one pension anomaly and other things. After almost 3.5 years, we thought it will come to an end by 1st of this October. Unfortunately, it has been postponed to again 28th of this month. In my last video, I explained that there are some discrepancies in the case which was given in the printed media about the Government of India's decision. I was not having the correct affidavit filed by Government of India at that time, and now I would like to tell something about the affidavit presented in the Honorable High Court, Supreme Court by Government of India. The Joint Secretary of Ministry of Defence has submitted the affidavit which goes like this. He has submitted the affidavit on behalf of Union of India. So main points only I would like to explain. There are 3 cases what Major General Sarbir Singh, that is who is the petitioner, has raised as discrimination. That's number 1 is fixation of pension on calendar year 2013 instead of financial year 2014. And their claim is it would result in past retirees, that is pre-2014, getting less pension. The reason was given that pre-2014 pensioners will be getting 1 increment less. And the second point, fixation of pension as mean of maximum and minimum of 2013 would result different pensions for the same ranks and same length of service, and the past retirees would get 1.5% increment lesser than on account of such fixation. This is the main contention of the petitioner, and they have given three examples to support their views. The first example they are given of a Sipai of 15 years who was given 6,665 in war OP, and their contention is a post-war OP person, by virtue of one increment, would have got 7,000, is getting 7,605, because of which the Sipai is getting 940 rupees lesser than the post-war OP Sipai. Now, second is, he has given about a Nayak. A Nayak of, let us say, 17, 18 years service, he is getting 7,170, whereas his counterpart in 2014, after July, because of the increment, he will be getting 8,295. And the third instance, what they are giving is a group captain of 2013 retiree who was given 36,130 in war OP, and another group captain of post-war OP is getting 37,110. That is a difference of 980. Now this is the basic charges or the basic contents of the case. Now, in the reply, MOD has first clarified that a person or a Sipai of 2014 is getting more than a Sipai of war OP because of MSCP factor. So because of MSCP factor, he will be getting one rank more than the Sipai. Same way, the Nayak also, because of MSCP factor, he will be getting the pension of a Havaldar. So these two classes, these two cases or two classes cannot be compared, and it cannot be termed as class within class. This is the reply given by MOD in their affidavit. Also, in the third case, they very clearly mention that the petitioners has misled the Honorable Court by giving a false figure. That is, they have produced a PPO of a group captain who retired in 28/2/2015. So this also cannot be taken as a discrimination. So this point is totally ruled out. Totally ruled out by Government of India. They very clearly told there is no logic in comparing these people, that is the Jawans, because of MSCP, the difference definitely would be there. And also they said they have taken some particular examples which cannot be entertained. And next point they are given in the affidavit, budget allocation for defence pension 1,33,825 crores, which is 28.39% of the total defence budget. They have very nicely hidden the actual figures. Out of this 1,33,825 crores, how much defence civilians are paid from this? defense civilians are also paid pension from defense estates, from civil estates, and that is from the defense budget only. So very conveniently they have not disclosed that figure. Same way, by way of salary, 34.89% has been dispersed during financial year 2020-21, and here also they have not pointed out how much out of this civilian people are paid by way of salary. Defense civilians are getting more salaries because of their length of service, NFU, one rank one pension formula, SAG, HAG. There are so many things are involved in this which has not been disclosed by them. Then after that, what they say is yearly recurring expenditure on account of OROP is 7,123.38 crores. For a government to give the pensioners their legitimate dues, if they start calculating this way, the government, why at all they should have a defense? Because these bureaucrats, they don't understand the value of defense. Anyhow, next question came. The petitioner has neither painted nor pointed out any discrepancy or disparity in the present scheme. They say it has not been pointed out. Now after that, now the main points will come. It is further submitted that the executive decision taken by the government regarding the manner of implementation of OROP can be questioned only if these principles are unfair or in any violation of law or legal principles. They clearly accept this. In this case, petitioners are seeking the best beneficial interpretation of OROP. Moreover, under the OROP, no senior ranked soldier is receiving pension lesser than his junior. Now here I want to have a break. See, when a joint secretary of Ministry of Defence, when he says that no senior is drawing lesser than his junior, it is the statement given by them. I will explain certain things which I have already explained. We are having X group and Y group. A JW of Y group, a NAB Subedar of Y group, same way Chief Petty Officer of Y group. All these people, all these veterans are drawing lesser than the X group counterpart. That is X group sergeant or X group petty officer or X group havaldar. Now this point Major General Satbir Singh would have raised if they say that in OROP no senior ranked soldier is receiving lesser than his junior in rank. This point they are supposed to quote it in their affidavit. I hope Satbir Singh will get this video and he will take this point. Then next point what they are telling, In 2011, see, we were all thinking that OROP is based on Hoshiari committee report they have given. Now see what the government is telling. They have given in their affidavit in 2011 the committee on petitions, Hoshiari committee, submitted its report to the parliament. However, the recommendations of the committee was not accepted by the government and are not binding upon the government in any manner whatsoever. Hence, the recommendation of this committee cannot be termed as a decision of the government by the petitioners. It means the Government of India very clearly they have confirmed that Hoshiari committee has nothing to do with one rank one pension, so it cannot be termed as reference. Now, after this, the existing pension of all pre-1714 pensioners shall be enhanced with reference to applicable table for the ranks within bracket and groups in the case of JCOs and ORs, as per letter issued on 3rd February 2016. Now this is, I have just, it is more than 100 pages document which cannot be disclosed, but these are the main points on which Government of India now they are fighting, and basing on this and the case filed by Major General Sarbvir Singh, I don't think there will be a fruitful result on getting OROP anomalies rectified. That is on 7/11/2015, the notification issued by Ministry of Defence, which is a legal document passed by, which was approved by the cabinet, which is a legal document, that is an actual notification. And in that notification, nowhere, I repeat, nowhere this was given that the pension will be, pension will be as per the groups. In the month of November, when the notification was given, in that notification, qualifying service and that is length of service and rank will be taken for OROP. That's all. There is not even a single word about the groups. So this is the big anomaly. See now, why the group was inserted in 2016? It means something has happened during this period. Gentlemen, before completing my today's subject, I would like to emphasize only one thing. Without joining together, we can never win. This is number one. Number two, the anomalies, it seems from this type of projections given by Major General Sarbvir Singh, his interest is not on our welfare, and it seems his interest is something else. But if you want to get something, you have to now fight. If you think somebody will fight on behalf of you, then you don't take at all. There are so many people, ex-servicemen, veterans, JCOs and other ranks, practicing lawyers. I request them, please read the case, read the documents. If anything can be done, come out. You don't have to do anything free of cost. We will pay you your charges, your legal fees we will give you. But at least you will be able to do something if you feel that you are a veteran. You got something, the confidence and knowledge because of the service, and be loyal to the service by way of fighting our case, your case, because you are also going to be the one of the beneficiary if something comes up. So it is my personal request to all the practicing lawyers of veterans to come out and discuss about this issue. We are there to guide you, we are there to give you all the documents, and to all the other people, the associations run by JCOs wars, if you sleep further, you will never get anything. Forget about your ego. Please come out, talk to us, let us talk with each other. We can project the issues in a proper manner to get justice for the people. We have to fight for the sake of the family pensioners, because tomorrow if something happens to us, our family will get just 60% of what we are getting. You think, will it be sufficient for a family to run this? So gentlemen, please think it over and please give me a call, whoever is interested. My number is 9962100315, and make this video viral so that it should reach Major General Satbir Singh or Group Captain Gandhi, who can take some clues from this video and they can file an affidavit which they are supposed to give before 21st of this month. Thank you very much. Good night. Jai Hind.